Hey everyone, it's Nons. I want to do an update about my channel. I'm actually going to separate the makeup from the anxiety and depression vlogs. So I'm going to have like a makeup channel just separate from it all because I figure people watch mainly my channel for anxiety and depression, I believe, because that's where I get the most responses from. And then the makeup people will just hopefully follow me over to my other channel. Don't know how I'm quite gonna do it because YouTube's system is just so messed up now, but I think I did it where I actually created another channel. Hopefully I'm not, I hope I got it right. I'll know when I post a video and if anybody starts subscribing to that one. But the only thing I changed was I put Nons in front of mental makeup, so it would just be NONS mental makeup, because my Instagram and my Facebook is all Nons mental makeup anyway. So I'll just have the link hopefully be below in the description bar for the other channel. If the people that just want to subscribe to me for makeup, they could go on that one. I know a lot of makeup people anyway on my channel do have anxiety and depression, and they talk to me anyway, so either way, I just feel like separating it will be better. I'm out of breath because my anxiety is so high. It took me forever to even get on camera. I mean, I just feel like I have been sitting around for hours thinking. A little bit of time passed when like 3 hours passed, and that's because I have, dissociation, and that's a big thing. You'll be thinking 5 minutes pass and 3 hours are gone because you're sitting there worried about everything. But definitely, if you guys are just interested in the makeup part, just go on to the channel that I'll have linked below. But if it's both, hey, you can just stay here. Well, no, actually, if it's just for anxiety and depression, just stay here. I'll be having like ghost stories like I did with my daughter, the same one on this channel. They're just going to be basically vlogs, so it will have whatever I do non-makeup related on this channel still. Okay, so and then on the makeup channel, I'm going to be giving away the few benefit samples I said I was a while back. I do have a giveaway going on my Instagram already, and that ends the 15th. I don't know when I'm going to put this video up, but the one that I'm going to post on my other channel, the makeup channel, will be ending probably beginning of December, something like that. So that'll be the first video I post there, I think, that giveaway, because I did want to give away a few products, the product samples from Benefit. Whew, trying to breathe. I'm just so anxious. Anyway, a few updates about my life. I know that, I think it was the last video I posted, I was frustrated because I got all ready and I was ready to go to the caseworker that might give me the grant for school. And she wound up being sick or whatever. Anyway, I got that rescheduled and I actually went, and she was basically telling me I would have to go and work for 10 days out in the public before they could even consider me for a grant for school, or they could even consider me for a job from home, knowing that I am agoraphobic and I stay in house most of the time. And I was questioning her, and I said, how, if I have panic attacks in public, do you think I could just work? I said school was a more smaller environment than at least the school that I would have been going to. There was a real small school. It was only one bus trip. I only take one bus, and I would have been more comfortable trying to attempt that. Then I would see if I could go out into the work field, of course. But I couldn't just jump out into the work field. There's no way I could do that. And she was just like, well, that's what this program does. It's federal. We can't just give this to anybody. I'm like, I'm not asking you to give it to anybody. I'm saying, are there any programs that work around somebody that's agoraphobic, that stays in the house? I thought this was for people with disabilities. Physical disability is one thing, but mental disability is another, and that there should be a program for that. But she was basically saying, no, that's not how it goes. And so she told me if I weren't able to do it, she would give me up to a year to see if I can. So anytime in that year time, I could call her or I could email her. Actually, she said email her, and she would see me again and we could start the process again. So I would have a year. So I'm thinking, okay, I know I can't do it now. So, but she just said email the answer. And I'm thinking, okay. So I go home and I was like, I know I'm not going to be able to work. I know I'm not ready for that. So I emailed her, with the comfort of her, words saying, you have a year with me. And I said, I won't be able to do that at this time, but I do look forward to being able to do it in the future within the year. So I'm like, okay, then I get an email back. I get a rejection letter from the whole program from her. So she rejected me where I was saying that my disability is too severe. So she lied. She straight up lied to my face, saying that I would have a year and that she would give me that time to just think about it and stuff like that. I guess she just didn't like the fact that I questioned her about what about the people that have agoraphobia. I don't know, maybe she just didn't like me in general, but she straight up lied to me for me to quit asking her questions, for me to leave, saying that I would have a year, and then just rejected me from the whole program where if I wanted to even try it again, I would have to go through a appeal process. And that's really messed up that she did that. I just was really... Ugh, and it just made me feel really, really bad. It just made me feel like I needed to get a tattoo of loser across my forehead because I couldn't, I wasn't advancing in anything. And, it just had me just like, this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to be home and there's nothing I could do about it. And it really, really brought me down. Facing that with having a new therapist now, the whole system's different from when, even though it's the same building, everything's different. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Sorry, my allergies are getting the best of me, but with my old therapist, it wasn't like we clicked at first, but she asked a million questions that nobody else asked. And I'm like, well, she's really trying to figure out, my history, my family history, all these questions she asked, and it was just like she's really trying to figure out me, and that was a good thing. That's what made me keep on going to her, because she asked all these questions. She made sure things were covered, and it wasn't like I was like, oh, I love her personality, and no, it took me a long time to trust my old therapist, but it was because she asked a bunch of questions, and I knew she was trying to, like I said, figure out things so we could work on things. This therapist is more on the textbook therapist, which I was afraid of. I hate textbook therapists. It's more on the part of, well, tell me a good and a bad thing about your week. And it's like, oh, really? Seriously? And I don't want to get to know you through your chart, which my chart is about this thick because it's 7 years of stuff I went through, but they don't even have the charts there. So they want you to start from scratch. They want you to just tell your story from scratch, and you don't even have time for that. And she didn't even ask about it, really. So it's like, what are we doing here every week? Nothing. So it's just, I'm so frustrated with the whole process. I don't want to do it anymore. I wish I didn't have to. I don't know if I could stick with it. It's just not helpful. It just makes me feel more alone when I leave there than when I went in. And that's not a good thing with therapy. So that's just, my whole life's just really, I got everything stripped from me, I don't have a support system where I live, I don't have that, and the support system was my therapist, where I could go to her with problems that, like this caseworker that rejected me, that said I would have to go through appeal process. My old therapist wouldn't have that. She would, because it's like they're social workers too. She would have instantly called up that lady and asked her what her problem was and why did she tell me one thing, and it would have been a whole thing, and we would have gone to her supervisor, and that's just how we do things. It's like together we could do that, alone I can't. And not having that, and just being able to having to face rejection and not really being able to handle it is really, really messed up. I don't know what else to say. This whole, like I said, this whole used to system, I don't know how it's gonna work. I mean, it's like you have to be on Google Plus, but other people you know have to be on Google Plus, or your subscribers have to be subscribed to your Google Plus. I have no idea how this goes. So I just wanted to just throw away YouTube, just forget it, because I'm not gonna get with the times. I just don't understand what's going on. So I don't know if you guys are even gonna see this, but I'm just gonna try to put it up, and um, hopefully I get the hang of this crap, because I do need support from the people that have been supporting me online still, you know, and I hope that I'm just trying to hang in there is enough right now for you guys. If there's anything that you want me to do as far as anxiety and depression vlogs, like um I need some new ideas than just telling you basically my crappy life stories. You know, it's like I sort of want to think of some ideas to talk about or something. You guys give me some suggestions if you want to. Um, Other than that, I just tell you keep on hanging on. I'm trying to hang on for dear life and really hope something changes. Um, really hope maybe one day somebody will listen to me and that has that power to actually change it. Like this lady in this her position that she had the control to help me better my life, but she decided not to. And I hope she gets hers in the end. Yeah, I tried, and it took so much to do that, and just to face the rejection. It still pisses me severely off. But it's cold here, that's why the sniffles. It's not allergies. I said it was allergies, I know. I'm just like, it's cold. It's cold, and every time it's cold, the tip of my nose gets cold, and I'm always sniffling. But I don't know why I added that little tidbit in, but I did anyway. But like I said, you guys, if you're just interested in the makeup part, please go to my new channel that I have linked below and subscribe, and I'll have a giveaway on there. And everybody else, you could just stay here, and I'll try to do the best I can to keep everything updated. I don't know. Whew. Okay, now I'm gonna go try to breathe because I'm still having bad anxiety. So I hope everybody's doing well, or at least trying their best to do well, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.